Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Warp Drive TV and we are continuing our series on Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, the last 3 episodes, we have found out more than I ever thought we'd want to know about 4 young anime schoolgirls that are in a literature club, which surprisingly goes along with the name of Literature Club. So we're going to continue our adventures today, and don't forget, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to click on the little bell too, so you get the alerts when we upload new videos. And here we go. All right. So I'm writing another poem number 3. So let's take a look through these. What we found out the last time is that we pick words that go with the personalities of the 3 characters down here. Now, I was told to pull something up though, so I better do that before I start. Okay, now, let's see. First word, let's go with bouncy. Hey, right? Go with romance. Pout. Oh, she's pouty, huh? Okay. Pain. She has feeling. Death. Kiss. Variance. Fury. Let's go with love. And hopeless. Analysis. I like this word, ambient. Let's see, number 12. But I need a vacation. Blah, 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 blah. Will you be my Valentine? You know, prior to the coronavirus? When normal? Alright, let's see. Next. Got lots of these. Oh, I like that word. Just picking words that I like. Alright. Peaceful. Bliss. Whoa. Calm. Got this. Ooh. Thirsty. How about some milk? And last. Boop. We're going with boop. Alright. A little different path this time. So here we go. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Yeah, Monica, you're always late to the party. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Ha ha ha. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano, she's so determined. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Yeah, you gotta have passion if you want to learn the piano, that's for sure. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival, too. I can't wait for the festival. It's going to be great. Great. Oh, you can see that she actually has a big smile on her face. She's so excited. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. That's my kind of day. Play around, eat delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Ugh. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? I'm saying I don't know what Monica's going to say. Hey, I didn't say I don't like it. See, she didn't say she didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you, of all people? Because it's right in your name. On Ika. Eh? There's her pose. Always goes to the pose. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. I probably butchered it in my pronunciation. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing the game and reading as best as I can. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Ee hee hee. They love to say ee hee hee. Still again, I'm in the 4th episode. I'm still having to pronounce ee-hee-hee. Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? We're spacing out again. Ee-hee-hee, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Yeah, you should never assume, boys and girls. Never assume. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Listen, fellas. Nothing is a bigger lie. Girl smiles and says, I'm fine. She ain't fine. Right? I mean, she might be fine, but she ain't fine. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, she must be mad about my poem choices. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else, but the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Warp Drive, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Warp Drive. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Eh? Are you sure about that? You seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Or she seemed like it. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Warp Drive. Me? Me? Probably. How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Cuz? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Eh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. Not any different now than it's always been. Hee. You're so funny, Warp Drive. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? Clearly, I'd never thought that. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. All right. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. They're probably talking about me. That's probably what I imagine. Either that or they're talking about, flowers, jewelry. I don't know what they're talking about. But probably. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Still wait. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. I wonder what. Something. Anyway. I better go. Now, let's talk to Monica first. Hi, Warp Drive. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. Except she just gave me pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. That's even more pressure. It would also make me happy to see. Even more pressure. Ha ha ha. Yeah, laugh about no pressure and then a bunch of pressure. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Ha ha ha. She quietly reads it and then she laughs. I don't know how to feel about this. It's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. And again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again. I see. That reminds me about how Sayori's been a little bit off today. Yeah? Did she tell you something? Well, Warp Drive, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Of course not. Totally have. I was flirting so hard. Sorry. I've been treating her like I always do. I grabbed her around the waist and pulled her out of a closet and got apple juice for her forehead. I saved her from looking like a unicorn. Alright. Just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Here we go, The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth, the lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Legend exists. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Ahaha, are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Nice going, Monica. Showing off that big brain. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Thank you. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I didn't have a choice. Alright, so let's go to Natsuki. Natsuki. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course, I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, gross! He likes me. Ew, come on. They all got crushes on me. Except for maybe Monica, I'm not sure. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Ugh. Gah. 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 Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, that's why I went gah. Yeah, so it was an elbow to the stomach. Gah. Oh. Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. She knocked the wind out of me. Oh, I know. Cheese. Don't worry, I was too. Ha 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 ha. She was just kidding after she elbowed me in the stomach. How the hell do you call that a joke? Yeah, exactly. She just physically assaulted me. That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. And oh my lord, is that a poem. I'll be your beach. What a clever wordplay. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. It's deep. Deep, Natsu. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. So you decided to write about the beach first, and then came up with the message later. Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized how we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. Ugh, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was a good practice. Alright, let's go. We're going to save Sayori for last. Yuri it is. Yuri's like... Warp Drive. Well done, Warp Drive. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. But it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. Oh, the hotties, yeah! But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Warp Drive? Eh? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Eh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Eh? Me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to these sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Yeah, okay, here. Let's change the subject. Alright. Excuse me. This one's called Beach. Right, her and Natsuki wrote about beaches. Here we go. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle and powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. That's a lot of beach talk. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to make a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. Not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. Just went with her request. I just went. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Who should I share my poem to next? Sayori! This is your best one so far. There should be exclamation points after that, because I have to say it like this. This is your best one so far. That doesn't sound like it's my best one so far. You put 3 exclamation points at the end of that sentence, and I'm like, this is the best one so far! It's really nice, Warp Drive. Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Hee hee hee. Do you want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me. Okay, now first of all, she said, no, that's silly with exclamation points, but she told me that my poem was the best one ever with just a period. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Warp Drive. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. You're the one who likes this one the most. Oh, that's me. I guess you're the one that likes this one the most. Hi. You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait. Of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have sometimes put up with me. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. My gosh, I can't read today! Good choice. Play a reading game, not be able to read. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. And I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Oh. Sayori? No. Warp Drive, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Oh gosh. I'm getting friend-zoned. Oh no. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori? I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Warp Drive. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. Ah ha ha. Ah ha ha ha. Ah ha ha ha. Ah ha. Oh. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? She crazy. She crazy. Next time I'm picking somebody else to write poems for because she's crazy. That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. Alright, it's more advice for you guys out there. Girl tells you, it's okay, go play with everyone else. She don't want you to go play with everyone else. She's testing you. Testing you. Don't do it. I'm going to go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. A catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Aw, seems you're right. Sigh. They put sigh quotations instead of Alex. So in quotations means I have to say it. Sigh. If it was italicized, I would just say, Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. That's so. I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. She avoiding it, so they're definitely talking about me, and she's not telling me what they're talking about because I may not like it. I'm not sure. I think I got friend zoned. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. Might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. As for you, Yuri. Yuri, you can... Guys? Can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No! That's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Natsuki, man. Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? You should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Warp Drive. The one who is truly useless. The dude in the group of hot chicks. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? It's a trap, dude. Just run. Throw up on the floor, embarrass yourself, and run out, because nothing's going to be as bad as picking one of these three girls and having to live with that drama. I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Warp Drive may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting me with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Warp Drive to... But what are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Warp Drive to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really got the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? Sexy jutsu. So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Warp Drive, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. I got a pick. Alright, let's take a practical approach. Alright, Sayori, my character has liked, and I thought she liked me, but she kind of friend-zoned me. Monica, she showed no interest in me, and Sayori's helping her. Yuri and Natsuki both seem to like me. Yuri is a little more shy. Natsuki is like mean, kind of insulting, like you don't want to tell me. So I'm going to pick... Well, normally I'd pick Sayori, but I'm not sure how I feel about being friend zoned. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go with Yuri. Well, I'll probably be most helpful or most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Warp Drive? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, but I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, would you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Warp Drive? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. Not excited. That's good enough for me. It gotta be. What about you, Natsuki? She's mad. Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything! No. That's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Warp Drive picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. Kind of surprised, though. Well, why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. Sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I have to see everyone do their best. With that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Alright, everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. She want my digits! Yeah! Alrighty then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Oh, yeah, boy! Yeah, boy! Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. She coming to my house! Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. Oh, I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. All right. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Warp Drive. You know, the exact same thing that Yuri does, second guessing, and I think that we'll make a very productive team, even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. Or forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. He looks straight into my eyes for a long while. Uh-oh. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. Found her peace, her zen. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. No, I'm not. And I'm also not looking forward to all the drama that this is causing. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell, but until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. Time for the next day, and you know what else it's time for? It's time for us to end this video. We are going to wrap up. That's part 4. We had a lot of fun, and we are going to do another video very, very soon. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell so you can hear the bell when we put up the next video. Hope you had fun. This has been Warp Drive TV. We'll see you next time.